An architect is trying to reshape a major way to get in and out of Denver. The design could have a big impact on life downtown. The architect, Tryba, wants to shift and narrow a portion of Speer Boulevard between the Auraria Campus and I-25. A significant shift could mean more buildings, more housing, and more green space downtown.
Well, joining us to fill us in on this proposed design is Chris Rourke. She's the managing editor of the Denver Business Journal. Thanks for joining us.
Love it.
So let's talk about this project. This is not a small project. This is a big project, but at this point, it's just a pen and paper, right?
It's just pen and paper. It's just a proposal. And the architect, Tryba, told our reporter, Kate Tracy, that he really sees Speer Boulevard as being a lost opportunity. I mean, when you think of it, it's about 70 acres of concrete that straddles Cherry Creek. And there's opportunity. What he would like to do is shift the lanes of Speer to the south, south side of the creek, and then narrow those lanes so he slows traffic. Anytime you narrow lanes, you're going to slow traffic. Would like to make the bridges across the creek more walkable so that people, you know, can get to lower downtown, get to the downtown areas.
This is Speer and Arapahoe down, like we said, right by Metro State, by Auraria Campus.
Yeah, so connecting Auraria to downtown Denver is really his big idea.
So they're already working on those bridges down there, which has already made a mess. I mean, we all know every time we do anything, we're all like, how long is this going to take and how much traffic do we have to put up with? This is kind of another big project.
It is a big project. And when you think about it, you know, it's going to take money. It's going to take permitting. It's going to take time. It's going to cause inconvenience. So really, it is that big idea that he has, but we see a lot of these plans coming forward. For example, Kroenke wants to redesign the area around Ball Arena, even putting a bridge across Speer. Why? Walkability.
Sure.
There's another plan for River Mile and you know, on the South Platte. And really the idea behind these is really increasing vibrancy and walkability to downtown.
Because there's no parking.
No.
So you could walk, that's better. Just saying.
That makes sense.
You're completely right.
So, but obviously this will come down to money. People have to see that there are commercial as well as opportunity for people, the living space. Is that part of it, where people can live in Denver?
Yeah, this architect believes by reworking the land, the 70 acres, it's a combination of public, private land, that he could, you know, even put 5,000 units of affordable housing up, academic buildings for Auraria, and then, you know, having nice green space too, so that the city is enjoyable.
This is valuable land. They own this, the city and the county. This is their land right now?
Yes.
But you might have you'll have a new mayor that will maybe weigh in one way or the other about the idea?
I would think so.
I mean, the city council will, certainly.
I mean,
but
I would think that there are other issues that new mayor would want to address first.
Yeah, I know. But when you talk about housing and things like that, that's one topic.
Very true.
This is going to be interesting to follow, and the next step belongs to who? Well,
I mean, if he were to move forward with his plan, it would have to go through an approval process. And I believe the Kroenke plan is you know, just begun that process.
And they're not meshed necessarily. They may be combating with...
No, they're kind of neighboring. You know, you talk about the permitting time, you know, to get development done in downtown Denver. I had coffee with a developer this week who said, you know, he's really hesitant about doing development in downtown Denver just because of the time it takes to get it through the process.
We'll follow it.
Money.
I know you will as well.
You mentioned.
Chris Rourke with the Denver Business Journal. Thanks for bringing us up to speed.
Thanks very much.
Good to see you.